marching band?
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala. Auto repair with personal care. We know what we're talking about. Matt Gibbs and the guys over at Sunrise Automotive will treat you right. We'll treat you right.
5 minutes after 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. I used to think when I was a kid that when I was watching Gilligan's Island that they were all acting like right then at that moment. I didn't realize it was all taped. And so when they had a repeat, I often wondered if Gilligan was at home watching himself. And so with Matt Gibbs, I thought, I wonder if Matt is listening to himself because you haven't been here in a couple of weeks. If you have a question about your car, you can call because we're live today as long as it's August, April, as long as it's August 9th on your calendar. Good morning, Matt. How you doing?
Good.
We missed you.
I've been.
Although I did see you in the past 2 weeks.
Yes, I did see you. I saw you walk by the window.
No, I waved to you. You were on the phone. Was it?
Oh yes.
Robin had a headlight that was out.
Yes.
The headlight. By the way, the headlight circumstance. Hey, Carolyn. Oh, I thought she was a Pokemon. The headlight circumstance is so different than when we were younger. I mean, it used to be, first of all, a bigger bulb, the big thing, but it was really easy to put in. Not anymore. Now you have to get to it.
Yeah, now you have to get to it. Now you have to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the other day we had one with the turn signal. Turn signal didn't work. Turn signal.
Uh-huh.
It's just a turn signal. There was no power going to the turn signal. It used to be, the circuit for a turn signal was pretty simple.
Was it easy? Yeah, I don't know about that one.
It went from a turn signal switch, it started at a fuse and went through a turn signal switch, and then from the turn signal switch went back to the flasher. And
that sound.
No, it's not that way anymore. Now it's going through computers and all kinds of stuff. It's just
wow.
Getting crazy.
We do have a phone call, and that's part of the show. Good morning. You're on the air with Matt.
Good morning, Matt. This is Sonny calling.
Hey, Sonny.
And my question to you is, I have the Vibe which you service, and what happened was Thursday the fans just stopped working. So then I was going to bring it to you, and I had other appointments already that I had to go to. So anyway, I was going to think about it yesterday, but Sunday, the darn thing started working, just like that. Turned the key on, and it's been working ever since. And I've been, usual running around, no big trips. So the car is being turned on and turned off, and it, knock on wood, it's still working. But the thing is, I did a little looking into it, and it's unbelievable. There's two separate fuse panels on this car. The one for the, I believe the fan speed is a 40 amp fuse. Oh, and plus I can't even get to it underneath the dash of that car. I used to be able to get at everything on the older cars, but not this one. I don't bend the way you got to bend, and my trifocals don't allow me to look up. So anyway, I was just wondering if you had any ideas what's going on here. I'll hang up and listen.
Okay.
Thank you, Sonny.
Now, I wonder if that was the fan for the engine or the fan for the air conditioning. I'm going to assume it was the fan for the engine.
Okay.
And if that's the case, and we deal with this all the time. One moment it's working, one moment it's not working. And usually what we find is some kind of a module issue or a relay issue. If it's a fuse, a fuse is either good or bad.
Right.
So it's one of those things. Here's a dilemma that I get caught in all the time. This is a dilemma. Matter of fact, there's a car probably at the shop now. I got a call from one of our customers this morning. Sometimes the wipers just don't work right. They don't, how you got your delay and then you have low speed and high speed. And sometimes it'll wipe for a little bit and stop. Sometimes it'll wipe on low, but it won't wipe on high. Sometimes it won't pulse, it won't delay. And then she brings it down to me, and it's all working fine. Everything is working great. And as long as it's working, I can't fix nothing because it's working. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It has to be
broken.
It has to be failing
Yeah.
for me to find out where something is missing. You know, we're missing a ground, we're missing a power, we're missing a signal to tell it to delay. Something's missing when it's not working. But if they bring it to me and it is working, I can hook all my computers to it. I can do all my kind of, everything will test good because it is working. And so so I told her, I said, you have to bring it and leave it with me. And what I'll do is I'll actually tape a hose to the roof of the car if it's working, and I will let water run on the windshield so the wipers are not running on a dry windshield.
Right.
And I'll let it sit out there and just run for however long it takes for it to stop working right.
Then when it's not working, that's when you jump in.
And then right when it stops working right, then you jump in there and you find out why it's not working right.
Do you when I have computer problems sometimes, or cable problems, sometimes they can diagnose it from an external place. Do you think it'll come to that one day where I'll call you and I'll say, hey, Matt, my car's acting up, and you'll go on your computer. Oh, I see what it is, Larry. Bring it in. Like you can actually diagnose it from...
Well, you can do some of that's available today.
Is it really?
Yeah, that's not even in the future. That's today.
Wow, that's amazing. I'll call you up next time and say, Matt, I'll just start it up. I have to start it up, though, right?
Yeah, but I'll say, bring it on down, Larry.
Good morning. You're on the air with Matt.
It's Sonny calling back.
Hey,
That's
Sonny.
on the AC fan motor.
Oh, okay.
You looked at like I said, there's two different fuse panels. One fuse panel basically takes care of the motor, that the cooling fan for the engine. When your AC is on, it automatically kicks on, and that has two speeds. The 40 amp fuse, believe it or not, is under the dash, and that's the one that's running the fan motor in the for the AC. I'll hang up and listen.
Okay. Well, if it's the AC fan motor, I'm about 95% sure I already know what's wrong with that, because it's a common problem. And what it is back in the day, we used to have what they call a rheostat, a blower resistor.
Mm-hmm.
And the blower motor works off of 12 volts. So you know how you have low speed, medium speed, high speed?
Right.
What changes the speed? It's always 12 volts that goes there. It's a 12-volt system.
Okay.
So it has a resistor. And when you have it on low speed, it has more resistance. So it's taking more of the 12 volts to get to the motor. I
get it.
And on high speed, it's just straight 12 volts.
Right.
So the voltage varies. Okay, and with Sonny's car, and what they've done is they've eliminated the resistor. The resistor's worked for many, many, many eons. The resistor's been a friend of ours. It's very simple. It's very efficient, and now they've turned it into a module.
Oh no!
And when they turned it into the module, we started having problems. So more than likely, that's what's wrong with Sonny's car, is that the module is going bad.
And I wonder why. I wonder why they prefer that. What's the reason for that?
I guess it's in this world, in the automotive world, and a lot in the computer world too. They just, when they start changing things and when they start developing things and they just change. Everything gets changed. Everything gets refocused.
Yeah. It's not like this Delta Airlines. The whole airline was down because of a computer glitch in Atlanta.
Exactly.
Maybe we should think this through different ways. Maybe we should go back to some of the old ways. Good morning. You're on the air with Matt.
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. There was a thing recently where John Deere is not letting anybody but a John Deere dealer work on their farm equipment.
I didn't think
something about proprietary computer programs.
Right now we've had this battle in the automotive industry. I'm not up to speed on farm equipment, I guess, and that's what we would be looking at. Chrysler was real bad on that when ABS systems first started coming out. Chrysler would not release the information on their ABS system, so we couldn't buy any tool or anything to diagnose those things. But that actually went to court. And it was...
Yeah, this John Deere thing is in court right now, too.
Yeah, and they're going to lose that deal because we have... I don't do very many John Deeres, naturally, but those that do, they have that right. They should have the right to be able to fix that.
Sure.
And if it goes like it did with the automotive side of it, John Deere will lose that, and they will have to give up that proprietary information.
Have a good day, all.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. We are up against the break, so let's take that break right now. The phone line is open if you want to call Matt, ask a question about your car or anything in the car. The number is 622-9622. I don't know if I properly introduced you. Matt is the owner of Sunrise Automotive and Crossroad Auto Sales, both of which I am a consumer. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accidents. Mostly cloudy Tuesday with a couple of showers and thunderstorms in the area. The high 84 to 88. Mostly cloudy Tuesday night with another shower or thunderstorm, low 72 to 76. Wednesday, variable cloudiness with a shower and thunderstorm or two in the area. High 88 to 92. Thursday, partly sunny with a thunderstorm in spots in the afternoon. High 89 to 93. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
What you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
We're nearly 7% more likely to die on our birthday. For people age 60 and older, that jumps to 14%. Some fans get so close to characters that they mourn when the series or a main character gets the boot. Card readers that can be tinkered with in the dead of night are prime targets for card skimmers. So, never use your card at unmanned pay stations, gas pumps, ATMs, parking meters, or vending machines.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Nestled in the heart of horse country, just off I-75 exit 354, the award-winning and newly refreshed Howard Johnson Inn of Ocala invites you to pamper yourself in one of our comfy guest rooms. Enjoy our free and fast Wi-Fi, heated outdoor swimming pool, 24-hour fitness center, and our deluxe continental breakfast. Other on-site amenities include a restaurant, putt-putt golf, and a car wash. Go happy, go Hojo at the Howard Johnson Inn of Ocala, proud sponsor of Friday Night High School football on WOCA, The Source.
There's a car accident in this country every 5 seconds. That's why Allstate thinks it's time for an entirely different kind of car insurance, with features like accident forgiveness and a safe driving bonus. It's called Your Choice Auto, and it's only from Allstate. Are you in good hands?
You deserve better. Sign up for Your Choice Auto from Allstate. Call the McDonald Agency today at 622-2333.
Features are optional and subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Insurance, Northbrook, Illinois.
Putting the local back into radio. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. WOCA News. Variety. Information. Now. Keep your arms and legs on the inside at all times.
WOCA. AM 1370. 96.3. 96.3. FM.
We are The Source, WOCA.
All right, 75 degrees, and there's a lot of rain out there, mostly in the Gulf. And just a real quick look at the, oh my gosh, it's like on the coast, on the West Coast, Spring Hill, Homosassa, west of Gainesville, like in Bronson, but Ocala is getting spared right now. But there's a lot of rain just to the west of us. And you have a phone call, Matt. Good morning. You're on there with Matt Gibbs.
Hi, Matt. It's Sonny again. I lived upstate. You had three major tractor deals there. One was Mulholland, Ford, and John Deere. And I had a Ford lawn tractor. My neighbor up the road, he had a John Deere. And his John Deere, well, these things run forever, blah, blah, blah. A belt broke he had to go to the next town to find a John Deere dealer to replace the belt, because you couldn't go to auto parts place because the belts were actually shaped different. It was a V belt, but the V was very deep, and I had the same problem with my Ford. It broke the belt for the blades, and I had to go to Ford for it. And the part that really irked me is I had to order the belt. They didn't have them. So I had to order the belt and then wait for another day to get it and put it on, and et cetera, et cetera. It's amazing how some of these manufacturers specialize everything so that you're stuck with them. And I don't think that was quite right. But anyway, just had to, give my experiences. Have a good day. Thanks for the programming, WOCA.
Thank you. Yeah, so what you do is a real science, and the counterpart to you 20 years ago is totally different than you today. Somebody who quit the job as mechanic 20 years ago couldn't step right back into the job.
Oh, no.
It's so many changes.
People that have been at it for a couple of years. It
Really?
takes just for a few years. It takes a while for them to get up to speed. It's amazing. It's amazing. And I'm on the. I was in the dealership side of it. I was in when the, brand new things came out. You had to learn about those brand new things right from the get-go. Being an independent repair facility, I have a little bit of time to get to learn how to do things, because those cars that come out with stuff that are brand new,
right,
they're covered under warranty. So they're out for a few years. And things happen to them, and just to get that information is it's difficult on our end to stay up where we need to be able to repair these things, and it cost us a lot of money for the computer.
Yeah, I bet.
For not just the tool that we use to plug into the car. That guy he must be really sad. This guy's unloading his truck, and about 400 boxes just fell on the ground.
Oh no, really?
No. But having the information to fix your car is a big deal. I spend thousands of dollars every year just for information.
Wow. Yeah, and to start your own business as a mechanic, back in the old days, you had to spend a lot of money on tools, but that's still the case, right?
Oh,
but now you have electronic tools that are, it's almost like a doctor.
It's crazy. I have a scope that I can actually put in an engine, and I can video it. I can email it to, because we do a lot of insurance work. People have extended warranties. And by the way, at Sunrise Automotive, if you have an extended warranty, you can come by and see us. We honor most of them. But if there's an engine failure per se, they used to, and they still do, they send out adjusters and they want to look at it. But with the scope, I can actually go in there a lot of times and video what I'm seeing without ever taking anything apart on the engine. I can just stick my probe in there, video it, and then I email it to the insurance company so that they have they can visually see the failure, and then it makes it easier for them to say, this is a covered item, this is not a covered item, we're still sending out, an adjuster and stuff like that. So, in all aspects of the automotive industry, and if you're not willing to think outside the box, so to speak, or spend. Actually, what it boils down to, if you're not willing to spend the money, you get left in behind, real quick. It doesn't take long to get.
So the insurance companies have to have people on staff who know how to read that information.
Yeah.
You can't. I couldn't look at that video and say, "Oh, okay, I see."
Right.
I wouldn't know what I was looking at.
No, they do, and it's there's some independent adjusters here in town that I've known a lot of these guys for years. They've been around for years, and they work for multiple companies. They're just like an.
So when does insurance play a role in a repair job if there's not an accident?
A lot of folks have an extended warranty. Now let's just say.
Oh, and that's always through an insurance company.
It's insurance. If you have a claim, my engine blew up. Well, they want to know why it blew up. Well, did you fail to do this, or did you not change your oil? Did you not service it? Why did it blow up? And they'll actually send out an adjuster to test things and look at things and stuff like that.
Can you? What do they call it when you? Like if you didn't change your oil, they wouldn't honor it.
They would deny the claim.
Can they deny the claim if you didn't use the right grade of oil?
No, I mean, they would never know that. They would have to send oil out and have it tested and all kinds of stuff like that. But typically, if your policy says that it covers all internal lubricated parts, they pretty much cover it. Unless they see, why does this radiator hose have a big split in it? You can smell. And you can see it's apparently this thing got overheated and blew the engine up. And if it had a blown hose, well, they're not going to participate with that.
But they can tell, I guess, if you did something wrong, or if you didn't honor your end of the deal. I guess.
Yeah, they're pretty sharp guys, and they can see things.
If we can go back to Robin's headlight, the headlight itself, probably, I don't know. I mean, I looked at it and I thought, I wonder if I can actually fix this. But then when Philip told us what was wrong, it wasn't just the bulb needed to be replaced, but there was some wiring
issues
that was corroded or something, but close to the bulb. Right. And the possibility that the headlight problem could have been in the door, that just floored me. Yeah. It could be in the door. Your headlight can go out if something's wrong in the door.
It's if your horn doesn't blow, it could be a BCM, a body control module, which is a mainframe computer that's in your car. If your horn doesn't blow, I mean it's crazy. It's getting crazy.
If you have any questions, by the way, the number is 622-9622. And if you want to call Matt at his location before we run out of time, what is your number over there?
My number is 352-690-1993.
We still have 3 minutes, but I always feel like we rush that. I absolutely recommend you to everybody I go to. I mean, you guys are awesome. I mean, you're honest and you get things done quick. You bring it one day, it's done the next. I can't tell you how many times in the past I've had to wait a month.
Yeah,
I've waited a month for a car.
I've got a situation. If this person happens to be listening, he's probably chuckling at himself, saying, "Larry's a liar." And
because I say quick.
Yeah, because okay. I have a motor job going on right now, and this is actually a boat, and it's actually it's a Mastercraft. It's a nice boat, and the people bought it brand new, and we're redoing the motor on it, and I pulled the motor out. Well, we want to keep the original motor, so we're sending this one out to have it rebuilt, and I called the machinist, and it's a marine machinist, and that's all he does is marine engines. And he told me it's going to take about a week and a half, and I'll have it back to you. And it's been a month now. And I'm so frustrated because
it's not your fault.
It's not my fault. I can sit here and say it's not my fault, but it is my fault. It is my fault. I'm the one doing the job. I'm the one that told this guy, hey, if we can have it done in 2.5 weeks, not 2.5 months.
Yeah.
Because I'm at the mercy of another company. And that frustrates. I'm just frustrated. And the reason I'm venting is because I just got done venting about it. Somebody else here.
I have a totally unrelated thing, but I just want to tell you this. There was a story, and I don't know how old the story is, but I saw it for the first time yesterday. In the tsunami that hit Japan a couple of years ago, there was a guy over there who lost everything, including his motorcycle. And his motorcycle, he kept it in a crate for some reason. I don't know if that's just how he stored it, but anyway. The whole thing, crate, motorcycle, everything, washed up on shore in British Columbia, Canada, 2 years later. And through serial numbers, they were able to track down the owner. He was, he's a young man living in Japan. And they couldn't figure out how to get it over there, So he said, you know what, just donate it to the Harley-Davidson Museum in, I think it's in Milwaukee, actually, the Harley-Davidson. So isn't that something, though? The motorcycle was intact. If this guy wasn't honest, he could have said, whoa, I just got a brand new motorcycle. Just floated across the ocean, and it took 2 years to get there.
That shows you how big the ocean is. You would have thought somebody didn't see this thing floating. I mean, a crate for a motorcycle is not like a little shoebox.
right.
That's a good-sized piece of crate.
Right. Oh, my gosh, we're out of time. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Larry.
We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. Donald Trump holding rallies in North Carolina today as some members of his own party let it be known he doesn't have their vote.
A group of former national security officials, some of whom served under George W. Bush, are banding together to stand against Trump's candidacy. 50 of them signed a letter saying Trump would be a dangerous president. Trump told Fox the people on the list did a terrible job.
Look at the mess we're in.
Senator Susan Collins of Maine also says she cannot support the party's nominee.
Fox Radio's Rachel Sutherland. Hillary Clinton in Miami, Florida, grappling with the first U.S. Zika outbreak. She says she'll push Congress to act on emergency Zika funding. And the U.S. starting the day in the lead for overall Olympic medals.
Team USA added 6 medals in the pool last night, 2 golds, both in Olympic record time, 1 silver and 3 bronze.
Fox Radio's Chris Honig. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Napa know-how.
In 3rd grade, there's one way to protect yourself. Karate. But now that you're mostly grown up, pick up a dash cam at Napa for just $39.99. With 8 gigs of storage, a wide-angle lens, and loop recording, it's everything you need to protect yourself on the road. The Napa dash cam for $39.99. It's no flying mantis neck kick, but just as effective. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores while supplies last. Offer expires 8/31/16.
Are you tired of your timeshare? Are you frustrated with increasing maintenance fees? Lone Star Transfer can help. Now, before you pay another maintenance fee, call us today for a free consultation. We provide a written guarantee that we'll